they will give you always the best rate.
They connect to Binance, HitBTC, LMAX, and Kraken.
What I like about Swissborg is that they have an amazing app.
Pow wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. Power number 15, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. As always, we're going to dive into love the community, talk about what's happening on the markets, and talk about Swissborg ecosystem that is flourishing on a daily basis. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus, the proud founder, CEO of Swissborg, always here to serve you. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about yield. We're going to talk about a wunderbar, the Schweizerborg version. And obviously we're talking about, let's look at fundamentals and zoom out talking about the markets. But before that, let's get into the news of the week. The lovely CHSB token. If you look at the daily chart from the last 3 months, we have lost some momentum, right? But if you zoom out, you look on the long run, you could see how beautiful this project is building and how much strong holders, 87% of the total composition of the CHSB holders have been here for over a year. That's probably one of the stickiest community that we have because we believe in providing, I think so, not only great products and great services, but getting to a mission and having this open dialogue where we communicate in the good days and on the bad days, right? This powwow happens every week, every Tuesday, and Crypto Night every Wednesday. And we're trying to look for more content to bring to you guys. And I think so I really want to thank you guys that, we'll have these big rides, but we know if you zoom out on the long run, if you zoom out from here to here, we're doing very well. And obviously, for those who got here and got in 150, right, and are here now at 42, it is difficult. And people are asking, but what should we do? Well, what you always have to do is when it's in what's cold time, when it's bad times, well, hopefully you have enough capital to be buying back some of your love positions and being able to, essentially be able to have a better bounce back for the future, right? If you're comfortable to say that, if you're breeding like real different utilities and tokens, usually on the long run, this will always be the one that does the greatest, like BNB and other ones, right? You have fundamentals that attach to it. Therefore, well, the thing will pop up whenever the wind comes back. So for that, thank you so much, guys, for the trust. And we're working hard to bring more utilities and more products within the Swissborg ecosystem. Question of the week, and I think so this goes exactly, why does DOT yield drop where it went from 20% to 16.5% for the GPs? Why? Well, that's what yields do, right? This right now is capturing on Venus, if I'm not mistaken, and the yields, well, do fall out. We did bring a lot of TVL into that, and therefore, well, time to time, it will lower down until, well, there's some new other yield platform or a new liquidity pool that will bring higher yields, and that's why it changes all the time. But when you're doing this in DeFi, all the rates are based on whatever we get best in these very secure platforms. As you guys know, we always have lovely people at Swissborg that join. It's really cool to see all these lovely people, from illustrators to fantastic engineers, legal to relationship management, multiple. It's super cool to have a lot of different people. And this is one of the last cool guy that's doing a lot of crazy shit. So hopefully he'll be able to put some of the Swissborg flag a little bit everywhere and do some crazy things. So obviously now you have 17 assets that you guys could yield. We just added the Aave and DOT. I know that we're going to be adding a very new token that is, I'll just give you a hint. It's one of the first DeFi projects. More importantly, is the one who's actually invented the technology of auto market making, and they did an ICO a few months before we did. I mean, like always, Swissborg is your best platform to yield in the best way, easiest way possible, which is great. Swissborg art and chart of the week. What is actually quite good recently. So the last 3 months, we're having number of users bought CHSB for the first time is much higher than what it used to. So we got almost 1,000 new users that have bought Swissborg token, which I think so. This is really, really good. We see it right here. So it's much higher than the average, which is good. And we're seeing as well people getting into community premium and obviously into generation premiums. Weekly data. 339 got into premium last week, 100 almost more than last week, so that's much better. Staked and yield program is pretty much stable. Price as well. The burn is growing, but not as big because there's less revenues and less exchanges that are made, obviously. Holder NAB 131,626, which is good. We got a really good week for CHSB holders, which is great. Which brings us to the community index. Okay, what do you guys think? So it was 6.8 last week. It could only be better, I think so. It is 7.8. Bam! And the new metrics as well that brings the CHSB is pretty much stable. The volume is picked up a bit. Activity is waking up. You guys are back from vacation. Social media, not as good, unfortunately. CHSB holders growing and invitations have been actually growing as well, which is great. I think so. The 2X program has definitely had a good way to bring more people into the app. Tomorrow night is crypto night, and it's not this episode, it's actually another one, but if you haven't seen it, check it out. Talked about it earlier, Binance review, which is really well with Alex. But tomorrow night is going to be very, very interesting one. While we're in Paris Blockchain Week, we talked to many different founders, and Alex had the choice, the great opportunity to talk to the founder of Sweatcoin, which is definitely one of the most exciting projects, which have already 60 million users. And the thing is Move to Earn. So it's a great way for being healthy and wealthy at the same time. So looking forward to see that tomorrow night. April 4th, we are going to have an AMA in German.
Wunderbar.
Very excited about that, and we're going to be launching it very soon, guys. So keep tuned in. This is going to be a massive achievement and a great way for our dear Swiss German community to get into crypto in a safer way and make sure they could understand everything. So let's bank on this one to grow the Swiss German market and the German fund in general. Be wealthy, be healthy, and love our CHSB, guys. Take care. Bye.
Through Swissborg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.